This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Skol Gang 365. I'm your host, Darren DeRoy. Get into some discussion real quick. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. As of late, the story behind Jordan Addison. So he was in a car, asleep in an intersection. Whether it was he was drinking, that's one of the speculations. The second one is he could have been under the influence of marijuana. At this point, it's either up to the NFL what they're gonna do for suspension. Vikings too. This is just a lot right now. I mean, just had a teammate go down, Kyrie Jackson, who was killed by a drunk driver, result of him losing his life, his friends losing their life. Now you have your second receiver on the roster who may have been under the influence of alcohol or marijuana in LA. With everything going on, this shouldn't have happened. That's what I'm gonna say about this. I don't know what it is. All these young players either speeding behind the wheel. Seems like a trend nowadays. They're either speeding behind the wheel, drinking and driving, or under the influence of weed. So my question is to these young players, is this what you want? Because if it is, you got to make these sacrifices to want to be in the NFL, want to play at this high level. Having all these off the field distractions isn't a good look. I mean, it's just stupid right now. I mean, why not take if you're drinking, why not take an Uber? Why not have someone that you trust pay them and they could pick you up from the bar or wherever it is? But I don't know, it just seems boneheaded. I see a suspension coming, whether it be 3 games, 4 games. I see a suspension coming for Jordan Addison. The Vikings don't act on it. The NFL will act on it first. And NFL really doesn't shy away from these type of things. But I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Like, dude, you just lost a teammate. A result of drinking and driving. from the person that killed him to now you're getting caught up and involved with being asleep, blocking off an intersection, stopping traffic, because either you might be drunk or you might be high. This isn't a good look for the Vikings right now. What's going on, Colin?
Yeah, not much. Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Trying to wrap my head around this Jordan Addison thing.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. I'm very curious. I mean, where the team might go with this. I think last year, I mean, somebody needs to put their arm around him and just be a little bit more. Dude, figure it out, man. We got a good thing going here. We got good things going in the future for the next 3-4 years here. We got your boy JJ set up. We got Hawkinson set up. Like, there's pieces in place here, and they're counting on him to be one of them, but he isn't. I'm not sure what his deal is because he's shown that he has talent.
From what I read, this is his second off-the-field incident.
Well, yeah, it was last year with the whole 140 mile an hour my dog's sick thing, and then this one he was completely asleep. So I don't know. If he could just stay in the middle, I guess he'd be a little bit better off. I don't know. Just find that happy medium, or just a thought. Just hire a driver. I'm taking applications, by the way. I can take 6 months off of my work here in Florida, so. Jordan, if you're out there, buddy, and you're watching this, I will drive you. Okay? I'll drive your car. I'll try not to go the wrong way on the freeway. I'll make sure the dog is okay. I'm open application for me right now. So,
I mean, at this point, someone to put their arm around them, to me, would be two legends that stick out that had off-the-field issues and were able to overcome that. Chris Carter being one, Randy Moss being the other.
I agree, especially Chris Carter, because Randy had some deals with women,
and then in the NFL too,
high school too. So he had some issues, but Carter had some substance abuse problems, and to me, I don't see why the Vikings won't reach out to Chris about that and see if he can give his 2 cents a little bit, because he's a passionate guy. And I know I was watching one of the shows, and they brought up a good point. When one of the red flags with him, when he first drafted him, he said, "Let's get paid." And I mean, that was a big deal. I mean, he's got these really expensive cars. He's making money, but he's not like Jefferson money yet. So when he's been on the field, he has the ability to be an incredible compliment, but best ability is availability. And if you're suspended for 3 games because of a previous infraction, that's not going to help the team. So somebody just needs to really get into his head and figure out a way to, convince him. I mean, it's hard for us as like working people, that like have like regular jobs and 9 to 5 to try and put a finger on this, but she just got to understand that like you got a limited amount of time in the league, and you can make enough income and be successful enough to set yourself up for life and many generations of your family, as long as you keep your head on straight. So I think if somebody can get through to him and say that, then I think he'll be okay. I'm not giving up on the guy. That's right.
I'm not giving up on him, but it's just like, dude, if you're gonna go out drinking, fucking leave the car at home. Either take an Uber or have a driver that you hire.
Well, you don't even need a driver. Like if you're doing it, the NFL provides it for every team. So it's a service that the league will. They'll send a driver for you. That was literally at like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning in the middle of middle of traffic in LA. So I'm not. I mean, I don't know. Like, we'll see. We'll see how things go. I guess.
I mean, at this
If I were to
point,
move, if I were to move them, I'd move them for Higgins or Ayuk, and I'd really more lean towards Higgins if you really thought that wasn't going anywhere. Only because he would put him in the AFC as opposed to facing him in the NFC. But I still think they need a whole lot of him.
I think bringing back Adam Thielen would also, be helpful too, because you got a veteran that can, put his arm around him, like you said.
Seen in booth for Thielen. Just bring him back for one more year, and then you don't have to have that debate of, well, do we really need to keep trying two things that don't work? And it gives Carolina the opportunity to be like, oh, you know what? Maybe Minnesota couldn't unlock that there. Well, good luck with
that. So, yeah, maybe Carolina can unlock that.
You're the worst team. Good. I mean, nobody's expecting anything of them. They were the worst team in the league 2 years in a row. So, I mean, they're not going to expect a whole lot. So, expectations are very low. So, maybe that is the kind of spot where they can figure things out. But, and I know a lot of people are thinking that the Vikings are going to finish in last in our division. And I'm like, we'll see. So,
yeah, I was looking at the power rankings.
But bringing back Thielen, I think, and bringing him home would be.
So I'm like sitting here looking at the power rankings this week, and they're just, completely overlooking the Vikings. Got us at 26 in the power rankings, which I'm like, okay, you're gonna overlook us. That's fine. When we start kicking ass, I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear. Oh, you guys came out of nowhere.
Well, according to you, we came out of nowhere. If anything, I mean, again, this is Darnold's year to prove that he's worth his salt, and it's not a big contract, so he can definitely step in, and there's not a whole lot of pressure on him. And we have our guy of the future waiting in the wings, and we still have Nick Mullins. But Mullins, what he is at this point, so
yeah,
he's our backup. But yeah, I mean, Darnold, don't sleep on Darnold. Don't sleep on the Vikings defense either. I mean, God forbid the passing of Kyrie Jackson, but I feel like this could end up. I mean, they've got a lot of salary cap space, so I feel like interior offensive defensive line or a couple of number one.
So, the interior defensive line can get revamped with the salary cap space, and the interior O line is basically what can happen.
I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I think it was. I think that might have been the WNBA All-Star Game feed that crashed my system here at the house. Sorry about that. I actually was watching it for a little bit. It's actually a pretty competitive game. But
yeah, we have the salary cap right now for next year to completely revamp the interior O line and D line.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, if you got a veteran, if a veteran like right guard or center is out there and they're healthy, to me, I would seriously consider, because you've got enough money and you're going to be in salary cap good spot next season for sure. So I feel like if a team were to move on from a guy who, whether it's a defensive tackle, whether it's a corner, or I think we could still get a veteran corner, and we could still get a pretty decent piece on the O or D line. So again, the interior is where they need to work it out.
Bring in Gilmore.
Yeah, that's what I've said that all along. That's the guy. He's the kind of leader. He's been Defensive Player of the Year, I believe. He's kind of like at this point, his career, I think he knows what his role is, but he would definitely be the
experience
one
with
that I would
Flores in
see
New England.
stepping in, being that veteran presence for some of the younger guys they have.
Plus, he already has the experience with Flores. So, plus, he already has the experience with Flores.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. So he knows what to expect from Flores. I think a guy like Mekhi Blackman can only benefit from bringing in a guy
Going on,
like
bro?
What's up?
Talking about Jordan Addison situation, talking about what we can do with corner.
There we go.
Talk about the interior and interior O line and D line.
Oh, yeah, that motherfucker Addison, bro. He's something else. That motherfucker gonna find himself as trade bait. We the only team we're gonna be able to find for his ass is a team like the Cowgirls or somebody desperate. You know what I'm saying? But this is the only thing that really bothers me. And he's gonna he probably gonna get about 3, maybe 4 games at tops, if that. I'm not even worried about that. He'll be back before we play the Lions. But this is the part that's concerning as fuck to me. The part where they say he's pulled over, knocked out, passed out at the damn wheel. He's in a goddamn 250,000, 300,000 Rolls Royce Phantom. Like, bro, if you're gonna be on that type of shit, bro, you might want to get you like a Honda Accord or something. Just throw some tint on that motherfucker, bro. You might want to be a little bit more low key than that, bro. How did you not think they were gonna not notice you, bro? Everybody's looking at that car when they go past it. That was just a dumb move. I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe he might have a problem, bro. This motherfucker might be a little young alky or something, man.
Well, they were saying it might have been weed and not alcohol because they never disclosed what the if there was an alcohol content with it. So I think it might have been weed. And
I'm hoping so. So they still haven't. And then I think when they say passed out, they say he's passed out and put over to the side of the road. That doesn't really sound like liquor. That sounds like his ass got out there and got into messing around with them LA dispensaries, bro, and got too goddamn high and just had to pull that motherfucker over as soon as he could and was knocked out. I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so.
He wasn't pulled over. It was in the middle of the lane. It was in the middle of the lane. He wasn't even pulled over.
They say they stopped. I'm like, what the? I'm like, no way in hell. I've been drunk off my ass before, and I've seen people. Drunk past no comeback. But I've never seen a motherfucker where you just felt like in that instant, I just gotta stop right here. If you're doing, bro, you're fucked up. And I understand, like,
he had a smoky moment.
Uber, you know what I'm saying? I understand that. I understand why they don't like to do Uber and Lyft and shit. You know, you got to take the worries of a guy trying to set you up on some fan guy shit, just recognizing you and bringing your ass to, But at the same time, bro, they got a higher chip for that, man. Get a higher guy. You got so much goddamn money. I would just pay one of my friends, bro, just to travel with me and be that guy to not drink, motherfucker, and just be the driver.
Don't you try and I've already solicited my services to being his driver. Okay. I've already said it. I called dibs. I don't care about his friends. Are probably the reason why he was passed out.
Yeah, I wish out. If it was liquor, if this was liquor, I wish I was his bartender. God damn it! You imagine how he tips after he gets fucked up. I'll be loading him up.
Maybe trade.
I'm the driver.
No,
Winkleman said.
Winkleman, you drinking more than Addison. You must have been drinking with Addison. God damn it. No, we're not going. We wouldn't do nothing like that. We get Thielen, we'll just get him back.
JC Horton would be a good corner, but I don't think that's enough. I would go after Higgins. That'd be the guy. Now Cincinnati's already said they're not going to. You get T Higgins for Addison. I wouldn't be upset about that.
See, if you get him or Brandon Ayuk or some shit like that, now I don't give a damn. I forget who the kid was.
I don't know who
Same way
Ayuk makes me nervous. He had one good year.
I'm telling you, that would be a good replay. I'm telling you, but the thing about this, people don't have to worry about him getting traded. Man, that kid just had a very, very nice season for a rookie, man. And that's with practice squad quarterbacks were happy.
Yeah, he had one good year, but I think he wants.
And I think he's poised. And the way they say he's at campus, they say he's supposed to be on some breakout shit. They said we haven't seen the best of him yet, so he needs to get that together, man. Seriously, bro, because he's a nice piece of the puzzle of what we got going on here. especially like moving forward.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier to Colin, bring in a guy like Randy Moss and Chris Carter that can, get under Addison's wing.
I want them to bring Jared Allen in to fucking coach the D line, man. Seriously, bro, we need if we can't find that big crate. That's why I said, Colin, you said it perfectly last time, bro. Until we get that one, this big mean ass motherfucker that just can clog the lane, but it's strong, but big, but he's not lazy, but he can really just make impact like another Pat Williams type effect. He doesn't even have to be on that level. Just that kind of effect, man. Just can just clog the lane and just one-handedly help the run game and make others, step up. We need a guy like that, man. That kid from Texas, I forget his name. That's on their D line. They did the tackle from last year. Woo! Hey, Colin. He might be the type of dude we're looking for, man.
Well, they didn't draft him.
Winkleman says,
I said
Michael Thomas.
Oh, he got drafted. Somebody did pick him up. I
don't know. Michael Thomas hasn't played in 4 years.
I don't know, but we got to figure that shit. That's a part of our shit. That's one of our huge problems, bro. Just to stop in that run up the gut, bro. It killed us at the exact wrong times. We just didn't have that one guy to step up. Harrison Fields, he's pretty damn good. He's had a pretty good run with us so far, but he damn sure can't do it. He can't do it alone, and he's not really that goddamn big.
Yeah, he's
not a star. He's a rotational to me.
Yeah,
but he's our only proven tackle right now.
Yeah,
I hope that Levi guy could step in and be like a hidden gem right there. That'd be nice. But
I respect him. He does a lot of dirty work.
Or that guy Roy out of LSU. Hopefully he can step up.
Something, man. One nice little spark on that line with the shit that we already got going there. That should be rolling. Because that's, if you really look at it, man, that's our really few question marks here, man. Just the same shit that we were dealing with from the coming years. Stopping the run up the middle. And then when the blitz didn't get home, because like you said, we got just coming from the side, we got no pressure at all up the middle. Kind of like you said, it's been like that for years, bro.
Yeah, the only real pressure we had come up from the middle was Kevin Williams.
And I'll give you an example.
There we go.
I'll give you an example.
Dalvin Tomlinson even tried, his best.
No, that is a good. No, you're right there. That is true.
Don't forget about Linval Joseph too.
True, Linval.
And at the same time, why do you think all these quarterbacks, when we get to playing some of these, no matter who they are, sometimes they're good, like big name guys. The guys be dancing on us, bro.
I was at the Vikings draft party, and I was telling the guys from the Score North podcast, I was like, why don't we go after a guy like Javon Deshaun? He's like, well, we don't view him as like a 4th or 5th rounder. I'm like, 4th or 5th rounder? I mean, we just need this guy to step in and just take up space. Like, we haven't had a guy like that. And so, I mean, Kevin Williams was really our biggest guy that we had on the D line for a long time.
Man, that dude was cold, man.
We've neglected. We neglected the interior defensive line in the first round for sure, but in a lot of other rounds till much, much later. And we've had shots at getting guys, and they've just chosen to pass. I mean, I'll still never get over Jordan Davis. So that's gonna be a hard one for me.
I still kind of getting Kyle Hamilton, taking scene in that booth over Hamilton. That one still kind of fucks us over. Like you said though, kind of it's the same thing. And until we get that, man,
could have had Winfield Jr.
And it's been fine. Sometimes we get by.
No, that would have been the greatest first round ever. They would have gotten Justin Jefferson and Antoine Winfield Jr. in the same first round. Wow, that would have been crazy. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, it's not like you needed a whole lot of time for the tape on them.
That would have
been
playing across the street. That would have been good. like I said, we need that one motherfucker to ignite that from right there with the rest of the guys. The way I see it with the edges, with Greener, Dallas Turner, them guys coming off, and with the linebackers that we got pushing. Because like I said, we can get away with it for some like average teams with average lines, bro. But when we come across the Detroit Lion type line, when we come across, guys, Green Bay Packer or whoever has a top line in the league, like who else has one? I think Atlanta and the Baltimore also has a Baltimore, San Francisco. When we come across those type of lines, bro, if the edges can't get there, we're fucked, bro. And that's how we get gashed. The quarterbacks have all day, man. Especially if it's a guy that can move around a little bit.
I know we've tapped this well a few times, though, but I know there's a certain guy named Kenny Clark who's going to be a free agent from Green Bay next year. I mean, I wouldn't be totally opposed to bringing him in on the deal.
I wouldn't mind stealing from the Pack Church just to watch them cry with their same our sloppy seconds, all that same old bullshit. But the thing is,
opposed to pairing them up with Harrison Phillips.
We'll see how much he's got left, man. He's getting kind of old, man.
Yeah, or drafting.
He's getting some miles on him, though.
Deion Walker, Kentucky. That's all I'm going to say. Deion Walker from Kentucky. You heard it from me once again. Deion Walker, 6'6", 358.
I think I'd rather go with that move, Colin. I don't know, man. Depending on the price tag, Kenny Clark at this point in his career, man, I would definitely take him. He's definitely better than anything we got. But it would have to definitely make sense, man, because the impact that we know he would obviously have some kind of impact, but at the age and the miles he's put on with Green Bay already, we got to start thinking that to the point when Green Bay starts letting some of these guys go. Now, Aaron Jones, that's a whole different story. That was just like a fucking bad blood. You tried to fuck me over type deal. But when some of these other guys that they let go, we got to think, man, they probably let them go for a reason. We ain't listening with
the worst one we picked up from them was fucking Za'Darius.
I think so. Either him or
that motherfucker, dude.
Either him or what's the wide receiver?
Jennings.
Yeah, that robbed.
Yeah, Jennings too.
Motherfuckers robbed us for $80 million when $80 million meant way more than it meant now.
Yeah, I mean that goes.
He wasn't even complete trash.
Well, honestly, the Jennings thing that goes to show to me that Green Bay's offenses have been totally predicated on their quarterback, and they've been great. But when these wide receivers leave Green Bay, with the exception of Devontae Adams, these guys have never been even close to as productive as if they were with the Packers.
And I agree with that. I agree with that.
Because Antonio Freeman was never the same. Jordy Nelson was never the same. Greg Jennings was never the same.
They weren't.
You can just go down that list.
You can go down the whole of Eddie Lacy, all those running backs, all of them, bro.
MVS.
Just to double back on the Z, double back on the Z Smith shit. Like the Z Smith shit. But the only thing about that, don't give the Packers too much credit, Dan, because the only thing about it, see, they weren't right about the fact that what he was going to do. They just kept claiming he was going to be so hurt. And so what they were right about is Z Smith, and where I think that was one of the worst is because of how much of a bitch he was, bro. And they said he was. And the Green Bay fans said like he was over exaggerating, that he was milking shit. Like he had a pretty good season with it, 10, 11 sacks and shit. He didn't really do shit in the back half. But when he opted out of the next deal with us the next year, and they said the reason he went to Baltimore or Cleveland or wherever the fuck it was, they said that he left because the Vikings put in his clause that he had to play all the games to get the bonuses.
I mean, they talk about there we
go. There you go. Go ahead, Colin. You back?
I mean, to listen to Packers fans talk about Rashawn Gary just makes me laugh. They make Rashawn Gary look like the second coming of Lawrence Taylor, and this guy I don't know if he's even had a double-digit sack season yet. And they make him seem like he's so good, and
he's definitely improved. He's definitely improved. I'll give him a little bit more respect than I used to.
I hope so. He's been in the league.
But the way
I hope so. He's been in the league 5 years.
The way they talk about him, yeah, you would think he's putting up fucking Bosa numbers the way they talk about him.
I mean, you could have a Packers fan try and convince you that Rashawn Gary was better than Danielle Hunter.
The best in the North. Yeah, the best in the North. Colin,
Preferably was better than Preston Smith's better than Rashawn Gary.
As good as he is, and he's pretty good at stopping the run and shit. But the thing about it is, I've personally watched both. Not only Darisaw, but I've seen O'Neal toss him like a rag doll. O'Neal was manhandling his ass.
Tossed him like a sack of
I
potatoes.
was my damn Brian O'Neal. Hey, he must have pissed on my Brian O'Neal. I'm like, this motherfucker ain't getting nothing. That's why I said we set at tackle, man. We just gotta get these guard play, man.
It's guard and defensive tackle.
I definitely think guard's gonna improve because you go from fucking Ed Ingram to Brando. I think Brando's gonna do better.
Shit.
We still put. Brando is versatile. That's why I like the versatility of Brandel. He can play tackles. He can play guard. And I think if he truly gets the shot to be that right guard, I think he could probably embrace it like a Brandon Fusco, Anthony Herrera, like somebody like that. Somebody to be solid. Doesn't necessarily have to. I mean, they don't need him to be a pro bowler. Just be like average. Like that's my biggest thing. So just be okay. Like hold up.
Yeah, just produce pretty much. Hell yeah.
Just hold up.
That's all we need.
Mm-hmm. But
here, bro.
What else you got for us? Will Reichard, kicker.
Let's get into this. This talks about next year. They're projecting Viking to move up in the draft to take a valuable player, which I think if we move up in the draft, it's going to be one of those big defense tackles like you were talking about, Colin, out of Kentucky.
Yeah, Deion Walker, that's my guy. Walter Nolan as a guy you could probably get in the second round or third round out of Ole Miss. He's a very productive guy. I wouldn't mind if they took two and just paired them up and just be like, here you go, boys. It's you and you. You're a sink or swim here. We got Turner, we got Van Ginkel.
Right.
We got Grenard. I mean, we got all these guys. Like, just take up some space and give us some holes to kind of shoot through. Like Pace. I mean, I think Pace could have a big year too. So, I think getting one or two of those guys in this next draft, I think, is crucial. Or getting a big ugly guard like that. Tyler. I mean, I'm a big fan of that Tyler Booker, the guard from Alabama. Yep. That guy is a mountain. We just need size. I mean,
for real, bro.
Is key. And I think Juergens. I have a really good feeling about that kid Juergens. I think he's going to end up taking over for Bradbury at some point. I just think with a back injury, those are hard. Those are killers again for centers to overcome from. So I think if Juergens can figure it out, I think that could end up being steal.
And if Juergens takes a spot, we can always get draft capital for fucking Bradbury.
Yeah, everybody needs a center. So, and if you get a veteran team or a team that's just lacking one, even if you were to get like a third or fourth round pick back for him, I would be on board for that. I mean, you can go higher if you want, but
something.
If people are already thinking, to me, if people are already thinking we're not going to have a big year, anyways, like who cares? Like move them. You know, I think we dropped the ball last year by not moving Daniil Hunter when we had the chance before the trade deadline.
I completely agree.
As much as you know, it was kind of a painful thing to see. I would have been fine with getting like a second rounder. I mean, the way he played last year, he was borderline first round.
We probably weren't going to get his.
So it's kind of a bummer we weren't able to move him when we had the chance. But maybe Addison ends up.
I would. So if Juergens takes over,
I mean, we could have.
You reckon up
I think last year at the trade deadline, minimum second round pick
for who? For Hunter?
Yeah.
Only thing about it is I think that's his
For a guy
I
who
think,
had
I
that
think,
many sacks,
I think
I think
the
that's
thing about it is, and the reason that deal didn't go through is because, man, teams knew we had to come up off.
minimum.
I think teams were trying to lowball, bro, like with 4th or 5th round pick type.
I think that. I don't know. I feel like I mean, if the 49ers were willing to give up a 2nd round pick to get Chase Young, they would have given up a 1st round pick for Danielle Hunter and put Hunter and Bosa on the field together for sure.
Because if that's really the case, Colin,
I mean,
that would be another drop, very drop ball by Quezzy if that's the case. Because he had already been thinking in his head that he wasn't paying the guy. He already knew the ball, even if he didn't know the exact number. He knew the ballpark frame. We all knew he wanted. He had already stated that he wanted this. He wanted about $2 or $3 million more than what he got in Houston. I forgot exactly what it was, but he got close to it. As far as this year's draft, we're a little bit limited with capital, bro. So I think as far as trading up, I don't know. But what I would say is I wouldn't be surprised if they take the best offensive lineman they can get at their pick, because I'm thinking for depending, and that all depends too as well. See how the line performs this year, but I could see it, especially if we're prepping for JJ to start the following year. I could see it, man. Just to try to get us one of those chain link lines, man. To get one of those top lines in the league. That shit matters, man. I'm trying to tell you, if you don't understand how much they matter, just look at some of these other teams in the league. Jared Goff, he's a respectable quarterback, but he wouldn't look damn near that good without that line. I'm telling you, bro. Same thing for David Montgomery. I think Gibbs is pretty damn good. I'll just give him his flat out credit, but I'm telling you, that shit works wonders, bro. That shit is like it's damn near like the heart of the team, bro. You got to have that.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the offensive linemen. I think a lot of the offensive linemen going to this next draft, though, I don't think they're necessarily 1st round grades. So I feel like if we were to get a 2nd round pick or something like that, I think we could go there. I think the defensive line, though, the defensive tackle spot, we've got to shore that up. We have to shore that up.
Because bro, it's just like, because it's just like every time, bro, we always got one weak link on the line, bro, and you know how that shit goes. If one person that's getting blown down, one weak link, it makes the whole line fucked over, man. Every time. If we get that one weak link taken out, like the Ingrams and the fucking Bradbury, we might have to do something with him, because as good as he is on the run block, when he faces a premier defensive tackle, bro, he gets blown up, bro. He gets blown up when he goes against Clinton Clark type dudes.
Well, how's this? How about they go and draft a Deion Walker and sign Kenny Clark? Now you've got your defensive line set right there.
Yeah, there you go. I like the sound of that.
I don't know.
We got with those linebackers behind him too.
And you still keep Harrison Phillips.
Hell yeah. Ivan Pace and Blake
rotational.
Yep.
Well, Pace, Cashman, and you could. I mean, hell. I mean, I said this a couple of years ago when we had what's his name, the guy Ngakoue and Hunter. Why not move Dallas Turner, that outside linebacker, and maybe have him run behind Grenard or something like that, and have Ginkle go on the other side and put a double pressure on one side.
Yeah,
I mean, to me,
yeah, Kyle. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It's tough. It's tough though when you don't have that interior pressure to kind of keep the offensive line at bay to be able to run a double stunt on one side or the other. So that's why I think getting that defensive lineman is huge. Gotta have at least one good one. So
yeah, I'm hoping
that whole bringing in Yannick Ngakoue fucking pissed me off. He wasn't even fucking here that long.
He didn't do much of shit either, right?
Yeah, Dallas. No, he did do well. He had like 6 sacks, so I mean, he did do well. But they traded him right away because Hunter like was out for the year. He had like the neck. I think he had the neck thing that year. So I mean,
which
thought of
like,
those two being amazing.
You had DJ Wanham.
Is Wanham still on the team right now?
No, he's in Carolina.
You end up going to Carolina?
Yeah.
Well, he's a South Carolina guy, so I guess that makes sense.
Oh, is that where he's from?
Yeah, I got him from South Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
That whole
there's
thing.
a lot of questions
like,
out there.
It's like you fucking go get this
I
guy.
hope they get to keep
get
that
rid of him.
Reichard, the kicker from Alabama. I want him to be the guy.
Yeah. Packer fans are already saying that we should have kept.
Yeah,
Greg
once they got
Joseph.
to the point when they were out of it, though. I mean, at that point. Yeah, they would say that. I guess they'll find out, won't they?
From what I was hearing, fucking he's projected to fucking get cut from the Packers.
Well, that's where you take it with a grain of salt from them. So, Packers fans are not always.
I mean, the guy struggles with fucking PATs. He's good. He's
a terrible outdoor kicker too. He's a terrible outdoor kicker. So I don't know why you bring in a guy like that who's historically not a good outdoor kicker, and you bring him in just to spite.
We do have a great kicker.
Yeah, Reichard.
I think he's
Reichard is the all-time leading scoring. I think he's the all-time leading scorer in NCAA football history.
He would know shit.
Yeah, I mean when they got him.
Now we just need that guard from Alabama.
Yep, Booker. Get him. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
get that guard and get the guard from Georgia, Xavier. Get that guy too. Reiser's fine for a year or two more, but develop.
I'm glad they signed his ass though.
I think in the next 2 weeks, I could see the Vikings bringing in a corner, whether it be Stephon Gilmore or Dory Jackson.
I'm sorry, you had me at Stephon Gilmore. I'm sorry.
I want either give me him or Xavier Howard.
Gilmore is my.
Xavier Howard's dealing with some sexual shit off the field.
Oh, I forgot you said that. He gonna have to clear that shit up. Minnesota ain't touching no shit like that, especially with shit going on already. We got enough shit going on already. They ain't touching no shit like that. I
wouldn't touch that guy.
I'm not even until that shit gets cleared up. I ain't fucking with shit. Fuck that. I wouldn't even really want him to until he cleared it up, unless he got found not guilty or whatever the fuck the case.
It would be an interesting move to move Addison to Denver. Why not move Addison to Denver for Patrick Surtain?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give him some. What else they want? A couple of what they want? A second round pick. One of our second round pick with that too. I'll take that right now.
I think our kicker problem is over Winkleman.
Well, our offense can survive without his little young ass. I'm telling you, but our defense, the way he would bolster our shit, Patrick Surtain probably he one of the best corners in the league right now. I'd say he's top 3, bro, for sure.
Well, I hope I'm not the only one still on here, but I might.
I think Patrick Surtain probably damn near.
Man,
only corner's probably better than him right now in the league. Probably Sauce Gardner.
If we bring in Pat Surtain, you fucking move Byron Murphy to slot, so it would be fucking Surtain and Blackman on the outside. Or it's Surtain and Griffin on the outside, Murphy in the slot.
Yeah, that motherfucker ain't going nowhere. I can promise you that. We have to make them a deal. That would be fucking sober.
They'd want like a first.
They want more shit than we have to do. They want so much to the point where the deal wouldn't make sense for us, bro. Trust me. They want so much to the point where we would be a worse team than what we were before.
Or here's this angle. What Colin said earlier. You send Addison to fucking Cincy to get Higgins.
They're not about to do that, bro. Because even though as cold as Addison is coming on, he's not on Higgins level yet. Now just to get I don't know. if they're desperate enough, bro, I don't know. They've already denied other offers for him, bro. I don't know. It depends on how fucked up that situation is and how bad he wants out. Maybe they might do it just because he's a young upcoming. Just off what he had last year. He did put on a monster year, bro. I can't deny that. But the trade value right now, it wouldn't match it. They probably want a little bit more than that. We probably have to throw something else in. I'll take that deal though. Shit, even if we had to come off a little something else, or like they want another little sprinkle player.
Or I'd throw another option. The Jets go get Garrett Wilson.
No, bro. See, a lot of these players you talking about gonna be not only expensive. The team, the motherfucking team that you call for them, they liable to hang up the phone on you, bro. They might not even be taking the call. This only young motherfucker that cold. Now, if you just off value, just off of what they might be able to do, off what Addison might be able to do this year and what he could do from last year, they might look at that and say, "Well, this shit's comparable." But Garrett Wilson, bro, that motherfucker's next level. That motherfucker, the way he runs routes already and shit like that, he's about to put him on. He's about to have a year with Aaron Rodgers and them over there, man. They ain't let him go nowhere. He's a part of that. He's a part of the shit.
You seen Devontae Adams already disgruntled, talk about he wants to go somewhere, and the Raiders told him, "Nah, bro, you're you're here."
Why would they?
Go nowhere.
Motherfucker, you wanted to come here so goddamn bad. Motherfucker, you knew exactly what quarterback.
I was watching that Netflix shit receiver. They had him mic'd up on the sideline. That shit was so funny, bro.
His bitch ass better come sign in there,
crying, bro. Motherfucker, they're playing the Lions, bro, and he's getting fucking torched.
Yeah, I saw some little clip of crying. I ain't never got hit this much in my whole life. Shut her ass up.
It's like this motherfucker was going against the weak ass secondary last year. He fucking tossed around like a rag doll.
I bet his ass want to come back to Green Bay now. They ain't fucking. Man,
he's like, I haven't been hit this much for my whole life.
It's a damn shame, bro. And he knew damn well. Talking about that's my friend. Talking about this is my college buddy.
Motherfucker was getting tore up by Cam Sutton. That motherfucker's weak.
Motherfucker went there to be with his goddamn homie, and his homie got kicked right off the goddamn roster. So damn trash. And you knew that man was trash, but you knew that man was gonna be overthrowing you, underthrowing you, all that shit. He knew that shit. That's the risk he take, bro. And he can't say it's about the money because the Packers matched the offer that Vegas sent. So he can't say, "Oh, well, they paid me more." No, motherfucker, you want to go back home? You thought you was gonna do some
He's making it. He's making it seem like when he went there, he made it seem like it was gonna be all fine and dandy. Him and fucking Derek Carr. And then when Derek Carr got sent out the door, he's like, "Oh, what am I gonna do now?" And he's over there calling up Aaron Rodgers, talking about see if you can get me on the Jets.
He was getting just as fucked up when Carr was there. Before they traded Carr, it was just the same shit.
Right.
That motherfucker probably was safer, looking better with the rookie that they put in that motherfucker that we was playing that day. I forgot his.
Oh, you're talking about O'Donnell. Motherfucker.
O'Donnell.
Yeah, he's out of Purdue.
Yeah, that trash ass motherfucker too. Yeah, that's his own fault, bro. I wouldn't trade his ass either. Motherfucker would have to make me an offer I can't refuse. Like I said, who doing that for Devontae Adams, 30 something, whatever he is now? Motherfucker, no, that motherfucker got a lot of miles on his ass too. He's still a cold receiver. I'm pretty sure there's some team that'll take him, but they ain't knocking down, they ain't beat down no doors for his ass. Especially the way these motherfuckers are coming out of college, man. Please.
When we had Kirk Cousins, this motherfucker was like, "Oh, I'd love to come to Minnesota and play with Kirk and JJ." I was like, "Motherfucker, that ain't happening, dude. Fuck out of here." Think we're gonna give up an arm and a leg to get you?
Not for no 28.
Quasi ain't that dumb.
No, hell no. Now what we got already, hell no. Now Adams not making that much. That motherfucker, I think Adams is making like $28 million a year, some shit like that.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Fuck no.
We set, bro. I think we're pretty set there. If we could find a way to make some kind of defensive strike, like you said, for a corner or a nice defensive tackle, I would say do it. If not, I wouldn't even make no more moves.
I
roll it how it is.
There's only one receiver that I'd take a chance on because he'd come fucking cheap, and that is, I'd give a fucking third round pick and Ed Ingram and probably Andrew Booth to the fucking Packers and get Christian Watson.
You said who? You said who again? Name it.
Christian Watson.
You know what I'm saying? Who you gonna give for him?
I'd give them fucking a third round pick, Ed Ingram, and fucking either Lewis Cine or Andrew Booth.
They might halfway fucking indulge it just because of the third round pick, but no, they probably denying that, bro. Because them players, them defensive players ain't making no impact to the roster really. If anything, they would just take the pick, and then you gotta think, bro. They fucking traded up with us in the first or was it? No, I think it was the second round to get Watson. They still got faith, and they think he can make some shit happen if healthy, bro. So no, they would want more than that, and he ain't worth more than that in my eyes.
I'd be like, look, dude, Ed Ingram and fucking a third round pick.
They gonna look
because you have to think they be having fucking offensive line problems. Motherfuckers can't stay healthy and shit. That's one of the problems they've been having.
I don't know, bro. If anything, our best move, if we really just felt like we wanted to bring a receiver in because Addison might be in some shit or whatever, our best bet is to get on the phone with Carolina, man, and just try to work some little small type shit out for Adam Thielen. Get Thielen back for wide receiver 3. Let him hold the fort down with JJ, and
or with the money we got, we bring in Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow's a decent little side option, man. He's a decent little gadget player. For a small piece of little change, I wouldn't mind bringing him in, bro. I definitely wouldn't.
Fucking you add him into the mix with fucking Brandon Powell, with Addison and JJ. I wouldn't mind that.
He'd be decent. He definitely a little speed guy and shit. They put him in the slaughter shit, burn some shit. At least he'd draw some defenders away from other motherfuckers for sure. He definitely the type of player where motherfuckers just discount him and throw anybody on him. That's for damn sure. I'll give you that. And the best bet is to just bring Thielen back. He already came up here doing fucking workouts with
bring Thielen in, and I'd say bring in fucking Gilmore, a corner.
That'd be decent little pieces, bro, to add to what we got. Because like I said, all we need is this motherfucker. What's the name? Sam Darnold. We just need this to be a fucking game, man.
With the money we got right now.
Even what we got.
Go out and find a defensive tackle, somebody that can help Phillips this season.
You think they ain't tried, bro? It ain't one out there that's worth a fuck.
That's the only thing that pisses me off. They had all this time to get a defense tackle. Got like fucking 28. I believe it's like 28 million.
Yeah, it's something like that. Something around there.
Fuck, I wouldn't even be opposed of bringing in a veteran fucking D tackle. Someone like fucking Eric Armstead, or bring in a motherfucker like Michael Pierce, fucking Dalvin Tomlinson, bring him back, or go out and fucking hit up Linval Joseph.
I don't know I ain't no telling what that motherfucker got left in the tank, bro. And then big names like Armstead, you can just start. You can get him out there wishing well. That motherfucker's a beast, bro. He's another piece of what they got going on in San Fran. So the motherfucker ain't going.
Or you fucking get on the phone with that motherfucker Sue.
Yeah, they might as well just bring his crazy retarded ass back. See, if you bring him back for just to have a mean, crazy motherfucker on your team, that's what you bring him back.
just for 1 year. Just for 1 year. That's all we need. We just need you to give your best for 1 year.
I wouldn't trip off that at all. They ain't gonna do no shit like that though.
That motherfucker had to leave the Lions to be good.
Motherfucker always was pretty good. He just a retarded motherfucker. That motherfucker was a dirty play ass motherfucker. That's all he.
Man, I still remember that fucking play where he kicked one of our fucking players in the head and shit.
Oh man, they got a whole fucking highlight reel of shit he done did to motherfucker, bro, on YouTube.
Like,
all kind of shit.
Motherfucker was out there fucking sneak punching motherfuckers, fucking kicking them and shit.
Yeah, dude was a wild motherfucker, bro. No, we gonna be decent, bro. He's been making the right moves so far, bro. So how much we gonna trust the process? How this shit going? He might not spend on it. He might not make no moves, bro. He might just run this shit how we got right now, and that's cool too. From the way I'm looking at it, because hey, like this, you know what I'm saying?
You just bring up right now. Just bring up one of them young guys like Roy or that fucking that Rodriguez guy to fucking pair up with Phillips to see what they got. See what they're working with.
Yeah, well, you know, this shit's about to be popping. I'm pretty sure Flores about to put these. He got a lot of different motherfucking bodies in.
I am gonna trust Flores though, because he knows how to work his magic with them fucking them late rounders on our roster.
The late rounders, the new guys. He about to competition, bro, on a few different positions. He gonna see who bringing that shit and who ain't. He gonna see that shit for damn sure. And then eventually, you know, when we get to the preseason and all that shit, that's just gonna show, bro. Trust me, he gonna have his motherfucking binoculars. He gonna have his eye out nowhere. One thing about it for sure with him, I don't have to. I know for sure the best guy is gonna make the roster and be playing at the position that's supposed to be there, bro. That's why I know it's something really wrong. It's something really going on with Luisine. It ain't got shit to do with the fact that he broke his leg. It ain't like he tore a muscle or no shit, bro. He's just a broken bone. Once that motherfucker.
They're saying this motherfucker don't even know the plays and shit.
No, I doubt that, bro. It's something else, bro. That might be some scapegoat shit to why they ain't playing him. For some reason, Flores feeling he's not fitting the system, bro. Something going on at practice is something. I don't know if it's his work ethic, and I doubt that because that ain't what he was seeming like he was gonna be. I don't know, bro. Especially for us to be stripped the roster down the way we did, and for a lot of guys that didn't have opportunities getting the same opportunities that he could have had easily. I don't know. It ain't a good look, bro. I can tell right now. That's why I say Flores better have his ass play every snap of preseason to try to see what he got left. Because at this point, shit, if ain't no point in having him on the roster if that's the case, bro. Holding up a roster spot. Might as well just let his ass. If he, like sometimes, man, if a motherfucker is a bust or the shit is, we just gotta let the shit go, regardless if you got him in the first round or not, bro. It's probably kicking them in the fucking ass because they know we were supposed to be getting Kyle Hamilton right there. They don't want to give up on the shit, and they know how the fans are gonna like. They know motherfuckers like me and you we're gonna be saying.
Man, fucking having Hamilton with fucking Bynum and fucking Metellus and Harrison.
Yeah, that motherfucker Hamilton, he's nice, bro. He is nice. There's a couple of defensive tackle, a couple of edges right there.
Now the Ravens got fucking Eddie Jackson now too.
Yeah, I saw that. They're trying to put some shit together. I saw that. It ain't gonna matter when motherfucking the Ravens, when motherfucking Lamar Jackson get locked down.
It ain't gonna matter if the fucking Steelers aired out on them and fucking Eddie gets fucking torched. It ain't gonna matter.
That whole division period, bro, is about to bring smoke. So shit, they ain't got no cakewalk no matter what moves they about to make.
Yep.
That's for sure. It's gonna be fun watching that division this year too. Beat the fuck out of each other because they got a lot of the motherfucking teams over there strapped up. They all had good drafts. They all spending money.
That's like the same with the NFC North. The AFC, like you said, the AFC North, they're all fucking strapped up too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Strap the fuck down.
one more month, and then fucking football's back.
Oh yeah, a few weeks from now, bro, we'll be ready to. Motherfuckers will be back ready to lock in with that shit again. Gonna be shit really worth watching, real news and everything coming out.
All right, bro. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next Saturday, same time, 8 p.m. Skol.
All right, Skol gang.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Around the Indoor Football World, Shield TV, and The Big Football Show. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla Hour, Brosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, Bodkin Show, and Spirit of Detroit Podcast. The nightly podcasts are Hallis Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Wrestling Roundup, Skol Gang 365, First and 10 with Foz, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports, Spitballin' Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, 313 Den Podcast, Puckett, The Guys Huddle, Main Event Football Show, Let's Talk Sports, The Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, and Off the Rails. Hope you enjoy all the shows and feel free to comment.